Welcome back, Lacrosse friends, to the 2021 Baggataway Cup. We are all set for Trent and Guelph. Should be a tremendous showdown. I'm Stephen Stamp, joined by Ryan McMichael. We're very pleased to be here on Lacrosse Sports Network. And raring to go. And Frick, this should be a good one.
Stamper, the Farth's got his green game day pants on.
He does.
You know Trent Excalibur is ready to go. Guelph looks like they're ready to go. This is going to be a barn burner right here.
We'll see how the delay affects the two teams. I mean, Guelph probably doesn't mind it because they played last night. They get a little bit of extra rest, all of us hanging around waiting. And for Trent, it gave a little time for their guys who were at camp this morning to get here. Tate Catoni and Dylan Hutchison, two key players who arrived during warm-up.
Yeah, we know the Farth is pumped about those two guys getting in. They're huge cogs for their offense, and them coming in late is only going to help these boys out tonight.
And Hutchison playing a very strong two-way game, so he helps out the defense as well, which is good because they are missing Curtis Conley, all-Canadian defender of the year a couple of years ago, and one of the best players in the league. He is not here. Jordan Aki not here for Guelph. So, you know, both teams missing some pieces, but we'll see who can play the best with the players who are here. And we get a little pin. Curtis Romanchuk, also an All-Canadian. Actually, Trent's got 8 All-Canadians on their starting roster, plus an honorable mention. And, oddly enough, Jack McAlpine, who led the team in goals with 21, not among those.
Yeah, this team's stacked from top to bottom, right? You know, the boys coming in from Panther City camp today is only going to help. And it's too bad that we don't got Curtis Conley here, and he's got to go away to camp, you know, but all the best to Curtis.
Yeah, you certainly want to wish him well. Trent moving from behind. There is Hutchison. He's going to come up top to Cole Hanrahan. Interesting, Cam Milligan is up well above the crease. He spends a lot of time at X. See Trent seeming to switch things up right off the bat. Hutchison goes for that, shoots. That's on the outside of the mesh. Turned aside. I think Cam McLeod was all over it anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of tough angle by Hutchie, but, you know, shooters got to shoot, and you got to shoot till you're hot, right? So you expect guys like Hutchie and Millie and Tate Catoni to shoot early and shoot often.
Yeah, although Millie really seems like he's been more of a feeder.
Yeah, well, like I think everybody, you know, but a lot of guys have the book on Cam, and Cam is, you know, a shoot-first kind of guy. There's nothing wrong with that when he's got the pure shot that he does, but he's also a great feeder, and that's evident with the statistics.
He's a brilliant passer. He makes passes that just blow you away. At 25 assists this season. Here is Nolan's shot. Younger brother of former Trent star Ethan Shaw, and he's going for a run, sees the double team, and just kind of holds up and clears himself. Pretty good heads-up play, and just rolls it across to Bryce Dennis.
Let's not forget brother of current Trent Excalibur, Carter Shot as well.
Excellent point. Dennis, as they wait for Ogie to get out there, Mitch Ogilvie, player of the game yesterday for Guelph with 5 goals and an assist. Tremendous two-way player. Interesting to see how he holds up. What do you think he played of the 80 minutes last night? 70, 75?
You got to think somewhere north of 70. Yeah, that kid didn't come off the field all night.
I don't know how he doesn't get tired. He never seems to get tired. He's like an Energizer bunny. Here's Dennis on his offside. Gets it down low to Thomas Whitty. Whitty's going to come back around to the top. There's Ogilvie. And here's watched carefully.
Here's our matchup too, right? We got Romy from Trent. We got Ogie from Guelph. This is going to be just an absolute slugfest, these two.
Far side, that was Connor Watson giving the ball off as they rotated around. Here's Ogilvie heading down low. Little inversion. They go to Wilson.
That's great defense by Romy. Just forcing him down the alley, sticking the stick to the outside.
So there's Connor Watson, 27 behind the net. Mark Wilson is actually not on the field at the moment. Oh, what a goal. Mitch Ogilvie. They were aware of him, but not aware enough as he starts the scoring.
I'm going to drop a Pat Greggy here and go, Mitch Ogilvie, are you kidding me? That kid comes from behind the net. Nice little shovel shot, and that's the matchup, right? Trent's going to be okay with that. That's the matchup that they want. That's a tough shot by a great goal scorer.
What great sense of where he is on the field. His proprioception is outstanding. Get ready for the face-off here. Looks like Detweiler taking the face-off for Guelph.
You know, I always like to bring everything back to Peterborough for you, Stamper. So here's the Peterborough connection. Mitch Ogilvie, Mac O'Brien, Cousins.
There you go. Nice job by Romanchuk to come up with that ball off the face-off and the scoop pass to his keeper, Jackson Brown, the starting goalie for Trent. He and Dylan Monroe split time pretty evenly through the regular season, but Jackson Brown is I mean, he is kind of next level in this sport.
Yeah, he's just a good goaltender all around, right? He plays great for the Toronto Beaches in the Junior A League, and he's played great here for the Trent Excalibur this season.
Some heavy pressure on Macron, and he calmly spins back and makes the pass to the far side, and Trent breaks the ride, and there's Milligan.
So that's just NCAA veteran presence right there. Yeah. Cam knows that they're not in a rush, and then let's just slow down. Let's get our offensive guys set, wait for his buddy Hutchie to come in, and then they're going to attack.
Yeah, Cam did a degree at Vermont, and starred down there for the, I almost said Voyageurs. That's their box team. It's the Vermont Catamounts. And is now up here doing an advanced degree. Captain for the Coburg Kodiaks this summer in Major Series Lacrosse, where his dad Jim is the head coach. He's just down to our left here at the field, checking things out at Utting Field. I believe you said it's going to be called now.
I heard from my unreliable sources, yeah, they're going to be changing it to Doug Utting Field at the end of the Baggataway.
Great scoop by Nolan Schott, and he is on the run. Speaking of shots, they're all over the place. Oh, great movement, and what a finish. That is Connor Watson. We talked about Guelph pushing the pace, and that's what they want to do.
That's exactly the epitome of pushing the pace right there, right? But let's take a couple steps back, and let's look at the hard work by Nolan Shaw in the middle of the field, right? That goal is created by Nolan Shaw picking up the loose ball, and he's a box lacrosse player. He knows he's going to the net. He knows he can use that stick. Make a pass down to the right-hand side, one more, pay dirt, and then that's just a quick 2-0 lead for Guelph.
And you mentioned Shot coming down, and what a smart play. Just so instinctive to head towards the middle, draw that defender over. He's got to come and help, and just leaves the guy wide open down in the crease.
So that's what we call fundamental lacrosse, right? Yeah. He's cutting to the middle of the field, and you don't make the play until the defender draws to you. That defender doesn't draw. Shotty shoots that ball every single time, right? Yeah. And that's a great shot from Shotty right down in the middle of the field if he does get to shoot it. But the defender slid, which is what he's supposed to, made the right pass, and then the second one.
Aiden McLaughlin in for the face-off for Trent, and it is snagged immediately by Sam Albert. They get it to Milligan, and he'll just calmly fold it over.
Trent needs to stop the bleeding here quickly.
Yeah, they're going to want to get on the scoreboard. They won't panic, though. They didn't panic last week.
No, entirely too much veteran presence here, right? Yeah. But you don't want to give Guelph their swagger. You want to kind of bring them down. Everybody knows that Trent's a favorite in this game, right? Right now, Guelph's getting a little bit of swagger. Their juices are flowing.
Here's Tate Gattoni with the green shaft. He is buying into the Trent experience. We go back to Gattoni as he takes that pass from Nick Webb. So Nick Webb getting some early touches.
Speaking of the Coburg Kodiaks, owner Johnny Webb, he's listening in.
He is. Shout out to John. Got a nice text from him last night. There's Gutch Salinas going to the net, and he's going to draw a penalty. So Trent will have an advantage here to try and get on the board.
And this is going to be Trent's bread and butter, right? This power play is going to want to be clicking with all 6 guys of the star power that they have, right? That's just a good drive by Gutch, too. Again, a secondary guy who's trying to make things happen. He drives in that, the guy grabs a hold of him, and then Trent goes on the quick power.
Gutch Salinas gets it. Early touch in the power play. Milligan up at the top. Takes the pass from Salinas. Come to the near side. There's Jack McAlpine. Hutchison gets it back from Gattoni. They're edging closer on the crease. Gattoni looking for a lane. Nice job by Guelph to take away those passing lanes. No shooting lanes. Milligan feeds it in right on the crease. Oh, reverse shovel. Nice idea, but just a little high.
Yeah, that's a good pass by Cam, looking at his buddy in the middle there, Jack McAlpine, but unfortunately just a little bit too late. He tried to get fancy with it and missed the net.
And a procedure violation. Trent's going to turn the ball over. Ogilvy takes the pass from Shot, and just like that, Guelph is going to clear and probably be able to kill the rest of this penalty.
Yeah, I think that procedure, Jack might have taken a little step into the crease after his between the leg shot.
But they were setting up with Trent in possession. Had they just misunderstood?
Well, I believe the trail official had called because he had the better view of the crease call, and the other 2 officials that were down by the end line were more concerned about who was going out and which way the ball was going to be possessed.
Okay. There you go. Here's Ben Doherty. Going to come back to Ogilvy. Down to Michael Berger, who had 4 goals yesterday.
We got Ogie with a short stick matchup up top.
Yeah, Aiden McLaughlin, who is an All-Canadian D-Midi. A lot of All-Canadians this year because we went to 3 divisions instead of 2, and they all have their All-Canadians and honorable mentions. It's a lot of guys, but a lot of good players. Here's Jackson Brown. Trent will be very methodical on the clear as well. We see them just take their time till what they want to opens up. They've completed their subs now, and they're going to start to go. Hutchison for a run. Watch there by Whitty. And let's reverse course. Back to the keeper.
Yeah, they're not in a rush here. They're going to look for their short stick guy to carry the ball at the field or make a nice long pass down to one of their attack guys.
Yeah, and with no time, with no shot clock, there's no rush. Ron looked ahead. Now he will throw it, and I thought it was a good idea not to throw it to Nick Darrington the first time, and probably would have been a good idea the second time, but it does work out. Here comes Romanchuk.
Numbers.
He'll rip it if he gets a chance, but he gives it off to Katoni. Katoni keeping his eyes peeled. He'll shoot. Oh, it's just high. The low to high, just a bit too much. That was a rip, though.
Yeah, he really cranked that one. He's kind of maybe forcing it a little bit with Trent down 2-0, but it's a good shot from a good area.
When you can shoot like that, there aren't a lot of bad shots.
I say, like, as an offensive coach, I say there's no such thing as a bad shot. I'm not saying it's a bad shot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he might have forced it a little bit, trying to push the pace a little bit too much. And, shoot or shoot, right? So you got to shoot till you're hot. I understand that.
Trent still making some changes. And I'm trying to figure out who that is. We will frankly admit we're not fans of these uniforms with the virtually invisible numbers on them. There's a penalty. Katoni drawing it on Nolan Schott. And Schott has to shove the flag out of the way with his stick to continue playing defense. Katoni trying to get by. Oh, he does get by and scores. Just floats one up over the shoulder.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the penalty that I know Schotty's okay taking, right? You got to give a little stick check, and you got to make Katoni feel your stick every time he has the ball. Got a little bit over aggressive there, but the second one, he knows he's got a penalty coming. He knows he's got to keep it in check, right? Tate just kind of bullies them, and then once again, we're just floating that high. Kind of looks like he drops his shoulder a little bit, floats it high far side. That's a beautiful shot, Bar Mexico.
Great job by Katoni to protect the ball. Just pull that arm, and he knows he's not shooting right away as shot comes for the trail check.
Well, and I think that has a lot to do with his NCAA experience, right? He knows that once he gets that by with all of his experience that he has, that there is a trail check coming. So he's going to use his body and to protect his stick a little bit, take that one more step into the middle, and then just float her high. The bad thing is for Guelph is they still get the penalty on Shotty for the slash, right? So they're still down 1.
Possession, though, by Detweiler, huge. But Trent all over him, and I'm not sure. It looked like a perfect chance there for Tucker King to double team. Instead, he ran over with Thomas Whitty. And Guelph's going to be able to kill a bunch here. Now, Ogilvy's all alone. Nobody near him.
Yeah, Ogie's not in a rush here. He knows he's short. He knows he's got all the space in the world. Having a little chat with Tate.
He seems about average height.
Everybody's short to you, Stamper.
They really are. Trent's making some subs, and Guelph's going to let them. Just a few seconds left in the penalty. And everyone's just waiting.
Everybody's okay with Guelph killing it. Nobody's going to be in a rush. We got a late substitution here with the penalty, so I got a good feeling they'll probably do a couple swings and get into their offense.
Yeah, Nicholas Volkov just came in for Schott's place as they're up in the offensive zone. Ogilvy covered by McLaughlin. Nice save on Jackson by Jackson Brown as that ball got to Berger. And we have not seen Michael Berger stopped a whole lot.
No, that's a great save by Jackson Brown. Let's talk about the pass by Ogie there too, right? Just a quick skip pass, and it's just right on the dime.
Volkov, who had a couple on the shots on the run that he placed just inside of each post in last night's game to double his regular season scoring total in the one Baggataway game. Here's McLaughlin on Ogilvy. They seem to be pretty content to have McLaughlin, the short stick, covering Ogilvy. There's a nice play by Romanchuk, and here comes Katoni. They've got Milligan trailing. He's picked up by McConnell. Well, nice play. Katoni gets his second. Just a little drop placed shot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that might have been a little bit of a mistake by Nolan's shot up here. You know, I think he might have thought the ball went out, but when Tate gets the ball here, he's got I'm going to the cage in his head. And as he said, you know, the first one he put it up high, so maybe the goalie's thinking in his head, he's going high, and he just drops it right out of his feet. It's a beautiful goal by Tate Katoni.
Great body control, too, to stay out of the crease after the shot. We're all tied up, 2-2.
This is the game that Trent's going to want to play as well, right? Their defense is sound right now. They're having their matchups, and then their fast break transition is just absolutely lethal.
Romanchuk swinging in from the wing, swooping in to get that ball. He's being tracked down there by Kyle Detweiler, the faceoff guy. Romanchuk, he'll go to the net. He's not going to do it here because he won't do it if it's not there. But that was heads up by Detweiler to make sure he stayed with him, because you can't assume these Trent long poles are not going to go shoot.
No, especially Romy, right? Romy's going to look to push the pace every single time that he can. He's got an absolute bomb with that big stick.
Yeah. Curtis Conley, who's not here today, scored an overtime winner in the Baggataway a few years ago, and boy, they will absolutely just take off on you.
Curtis was going for pay dirt in the game against Toronto too, and actually accidentally got stripped. He said he might have been a little bit tired there, and the ball just happened to drop into Cam's stick.
Holden Lowe's taking his time. Trent really getting into the bench quicker than usual. There's Milligan. Again, switching things up. Milligan, I don't know if we've even seen him go to X at this point. Tony gets a little pick. Shot just tries to blow it up, and another goal. That, frick, is why Tate Katoni was our player to watch.
Yeah, you can't say much more about this goal, right? You know, he just drives hard through the middle, and when he gets ahead of steam on him, it's going to be hard for any Guelph defender to stop him, right? And then look at this shot. He's changed up his shot 3 times now. First goal, he goes high. Second goal, he goes low. This one, he goes, you know what, I'm just going to go far side hip. Buries it. You know, there's not much a goalie can do about that one. Off stick side, beautiful shot.
So the Excalibur take their first lead of the game. Oh, nice job by McLaughlin to grab the ball and just lob it back out. You knew exactly where Dylan Hutchison would be.
Yeah, that's not their first time doing that one.
No. Really happy for Hutchison. He's getting a shot in Panther City. Looks like he's got a good chance of making that roster. And he's one of those guys who's been right on the fringe of the NLL, and I believe he's been an NLL caliber player for a while. Definitely D-transition is probably his best role.
Yeah, I've been a Dylan Hutchinson fan ever since he was one of our guys with the Steelhawks, right? You know, he's got every aspect of the game, and he wants to learn more, and he cares, right? That's huge.
Yeah, very passionate player. Loses that one, tries to grab it back. It's snagged by Shot. Having a bit of an up-and-down game, some really good things. And you mentioned a couple of the challenges on D, which are going to happen when you're facing Katoni. Gets the pass across, bounces away from Dennis, but he is able to recover it before anyone gets on him. Cole Hanrahan will go and apply some pressure en route to the bench. Ogilvie calmly passes past him. Guelph. Thomas Whitty was cutting to the crease and a little slow on the pickup, but the pass didn't get through.
Yeah, Guelph had numbers and coming late as well.
Here's Watson. Michael Berger playing a little two-man game behind the net with Whitty. Off the post, you could see the whole frame rattle as he banged that one.
Yeah, that was a beautifully placed shot as well, right? Just a couple more inches on the inside, and that's a great goal.
Trent's going to get possession as they still had one of the defenders. That's the downside of playing that two-man game back there.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say that they got real lucky there, right? Because there was a questionable pick. I liked it, but in the field lacrosse game, questionable, right? And then the way the guy bounced off of the pick, he just happened to be the closest guy to the end line.
Yeah. Nice pass by Jackson Brown, lobbing it over the net to Hutchison, who takes it in stride, runs through 2 defenders. Well, four checkers. Riders, I guess you'd call them. I know some of the field traditionalists do not like us calling it forechecking instead of the ride.
Yeah, Mark Farthing just got away with one there, too. He snuck a time in and when Trent was clearly offside. 1:19
to go. We're going to take a... Actually, it's timeout. We'll stick here and just discuss it. So it's 3-2 for Trent after those 2 early Guelph goals. Momentum on Trent's side. What's Guelph need to do to swing it back around?
You know, I think they got to get a little bit more focus over on the Tate, right? Obviously, Tate's going to be, you know, we talked about him at the start of the game. He's going to be a key focus on their offense. NCAA caliber player. You know, John Hopkins isn't a school that you just go to because you're a half-decent lacrosse player, right? You got to be a good lacrosse player to go to John Hopkins. So, you know, if I'm Guelph, I'm just saying let's put a little bit more focus over on Tate, take a little bit away from Tate, and I'll let him beat us, right? Cam's going to do some damage on the right side if they do that, but, you know, you got to kind of pick your poison, and right now Tate's hot, so I would work a little bit more of my defensive strategy over towards Tate's side.
Both defenses really playing pretty well here. I mean, we're not seeing a lot of open looks for these guys. They've had to create their opportunities. They're not being handed to them.
No, and two great defensive squads, right? You know, we know Guelph's strong suit is going to be their defense, and then their half court offense. Let's call it, right?
Yeah.
And same with Trent. Trent's got how many good defensive pulls back there? Romy's a stud, and they're just pushing it up from the front. So it's going to be a battle of attrition.
Guelph with veteran coach Sam Kozakowski, who's been in this league for a long time, doing great things with Guelph, has won multiple championships. And on the other side, Mark Farthing hasn't been coaching as long. He's a young guy just out of the National Lacrosse League a few years ago, where he was still going for that, and he was playing Arena Lacrosse League, where he turned himself into a terrific defender. He was a transition guy, and then the Whippy Steelhawks said, actually it was back with the Durham Turf Dogs in the Sea Lions days, where he was told, you know, we just want you to play defense, focus on that. And
he's so smart.
He's so smart. He just figured it out.
You just allow him to do what he's strong at, and that's just be a natural born leader, and you see that with this Trent Excalibur squad.
Trent starting it up in the offensive zone. Hope the sound's okay for you folks. We're getting a little crackling and breakup, so if okay, it's just my headset I'm hearing, so I just want to make sure everyone's okay. So glad you all can hear. I'm having a little trouble hearing the frickisms now and then.
Oh, the frickisms will be here, don't worry.
Lob pass from Hanrahan, snagged on the far side.
I think we got to put him as a consideration for all name team.
Cole Hanrahan?
Hanrahan. Slap shot, baby.
Oh, yeah, there was a Hanrahan in that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never seen that until this year, actually.
Oh, my God.
It's hard to actually see that show.
You're going to get your Canadian card revoked.
It's not easy to find a place to watch it because everyone's seen it.
It's a classic.
Here's Katoni spinning inside, looking for another one. Now he looks for someone to pass to. Nice job. Great rotation by Guelph, taking everything away. And Trent's just going to have to reset. He'll try to dodge on shot. Has the stick knocked right out of his hands. He's just going to stand there. Wait till play continues. Just picked up by Laverne.
That's great D by Shoddy, right? Yeah. I think Guelph might have had their ear in because we saw that, right? We saw Tate Katoni's going to the cage, and that slide was so much more early than it has been at all aspects of this game today. So, but what a strip by Nolan Shot to end the quarter.
Yeah, terrific play. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to the 2021 Baggataway Cup right here on Lacrosse Sports Network. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2021 Baggataway Cup Championship here at Nipissing Lakers Field. I'm Stephen Stamp, joined by Ryan McMichael. It is 3-2 for Trent over Guelph in this semifinal, and quite a game so far. It's been pretty exciting. I know lots of people are tuning in here on Lacrosse Sports Network. Thank you for being with us from wherever you are. Nice job by Connor Wilson or Mark Wilson to run. For some reason, I have Mark Wilson and Connor Watson. I just conflate them all the time.
Connor Wilson's somebody, isn't he? He's a lacrosse somebody, isn't that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a lacrosse name, Connor Wilson?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where your Freudian
he's a
slips
buddy.
are going. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
So here is Connor Watson, and Mark Wilson is on top of the soccer crease box. Oh, great strip. Nice play, Hutchison.
Nice check, Dylan Hutchinson.
And Romanchuk had to make sure he still had it under some pressure. Great pass ahead to Hutchison. Numbers for Trent. Katoni, that's too much space, but he passes to Hutchison. Oh, what a beautiful play. Katoni has been the shooter. He becomes the passer.
Yeah, you know the boys in the hotel room back in Brampton, Panther City are loving that one, right? Tate Katoni, Dylan Hutchinson right to pay dirt. But everybody on the planet here thought Tate Katoni was shooting that. He is hot right now, but one more to pay dirt, right? Look at this. Well, Dylan Hutchinson cutting down the middle, gives it to his buddy Tater. Right back to him. That's a nice low pass too, right? Shoot, score, right on the crease. Can't ask for much more than that. That's just pure fundamental basic lacrosse.
Well, it was a good shooting spot for Katoni, but that pass to Hutchison is such a high percentage shot once he gets it.
And especially, right, he is so hot right now. Everybody knows that he's going to want to shoot that ball. So he drops his stick. Everybody's going, just gives a little flip to Hutchie Baby coming down the middle. There you go, 5-4-2 Trent.
Nice team play by Tate Katoni, and Trent doubles up the Gryphons, and they've got the ball, but we have a push being called on Sam Albert.
I just got a text from NLL legend Andy Ogilvie.
Yes.
Telling me to take my hungover voice down to the Guelph sidelines and tell him to lock off Tate Katoni.
That is not a bad idea.
Especially coming from NLL Hall of Famer and legend Andy Ogilvie.
What a beaut.
Nails tough.
Yeah.
Nails. I remember my dad telling me that he was nails tough, and if Scotty McMichael told you somebody was tough.
He's tough.
Yeah.
There's a drive from the top. What a great defensive stand there. Sam Albert, solid, as Matthew Allen had some momentum and was just stood up. Whitty hands it off to Berger. Oh, the nice slide, but then they both go right past him. Berger gets a shot, hits the outside of the post. Excuse me. Berger gets it back. Trent maybe a little over pursuing, opened up some space. I mean, Jaden Sample was right over on the sideline trying to get that ball. And
yeah, you know, he might have just got a little bit of happy feet there and took a little bit over excitement, right? But this is just a good, good heads up play there. Look at this guy in the middle and just you got to score that every single time. Jackson Brown, that's a save he normally makes. So I'm kind of surprised that one in high stick side, right? But just a beautiful play shot.
Guelph back within a goal. McLaughlin. McLaughlin there for the draw, facing off against Kyle Detweiler. And Guelph comes away with it. Chance to get back to even terms. And they're just going to run the ball right over to the sideline and then roll it across and let Ben Doherty pick it up on the crest. Watson down to Whitty. Watson up top, Ogilvie. A little hop to catch that one. Immediately picked up by McLaughlin. Doherty initiating, shoots a little bit wide. Berger's right back by the end line. He'll get possession.
Yeah, that didn't miss by much. That's a great shot, sweeping across the top and just trying to go far side bar.
So hard for goalies, for defenders, when you've got all your momentum going one way. There's one where Jackson Brown saw it all the way from the stick of Ogilvie.
Yeah, that was Ogie just trying to power it through him, right? That's a good shot by a great offensive lacrosse player, but the problem is that Jackson Brown's a great goalie, so he's going to make that save more often than not.
Hutchison backpedaling, taking his time with the ball. Down to our right, just off screen there.
He's in the pillar.
There we go. No, we could see him. He was just off camera a bit. But here he goes running the sideline. Nice job, Hutchison, waiting for the opening, taking advantage. Whitty went all the way back with him. Now he'll head up, and Doherty, the midi, can come back and play some defense. Here's Holden Lowe's accepting the pass from Hutchison, who's going to get a bit of a break. Mark Farthing trying to sub his guys through, get them some rest. You can see him using some of his depth, which has been a strength for Trent, is getting more depth, because that was the challenge for them the last few years. I mean, Nick Tchaikovsky, one of the best players in recent Kufla history, and you would see him at the end of games where he's playing Mitch Ogilvie minutes, and just he'd be knackered at the end of games.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit of strategic for Fars, right? He's going to play everybody as much as he can in the first half. Let's see where this game goes, and then I think in the second half we'll see a lot more of just his straight 6-7 guys.
Tony trying to dodge underneath shot, has to go back over the top. Boy,
Great
Shots
D.
playing well.
That's great D by Nolan Shaw right there, especially with how hot Tate Katoni is, right?
Yeah. Hanrahan circling. Oh, yes, he gets it to Salinas. I think that went off the tender, but bounced wide and had to be snagged by Shot.
Yeah, that's a great save by Cloudy.
They go back to McLeod. Ogilvy, watched by Jack McAlpine.
How you doing with these numbers? Are you okay? Or?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting used to them a bit.
They're hard for me to see, I'll tell you that.
They're hard to see. Luckily, I know a lot of these guys by mannerisms and position. But yes, still not a fan. And I get it. They look fairly slick.
Oh, they're sharp.
They're sharp.
Sharp.
But can't tell who they are. Everyone should wear different colored shoes. It would help.
Nike, are you guys listening? We could use a Kufla sponsorship.
There we go.
Where the Thompsons at?
Ogilvy cuts inside, rips one a little bit wide. Nice job getting his hands free, but couldn't quite find the mark. And, it will be Guelph possession.
Yeah, that's one Ogie's going to want to have back, I think, too, right? That's a great matchup, him on Gut Shalinas, and Ogie should be burying that one more often than not.
Just slipping through the Romanchuk check was Whitty and gets it off to Ogilvy. Not in a good shooting position, so he'll just circle in behind. Watched once again by McLaughlin. Way up top.
This seems to be Trent's short stick matchup, right? Aiden McLaughlin on Ogie. And
yep.
I'm surprised Guelph's not utilizing a little bit more often, right? Ogie had the game of his life last night.
Trent seems comfortable with it, though, and so far he's doing well.
Very comfortable. Yeah, and all the power in the world to Aiden McLaughlin right now. But, my opinion is I think that's going to turn. Ogie's too good of a lacrosse player to be held off the score sheet for this long by a short stick. Power
play advantage for Guelph. Berger wants to rip it. Great close by the defense to get on his hands. You could see how his shot was affected.
Yeah, that's why Romy's all-Canadian defender, right?
Yeah.
He just closes that gap so quickly. Just 2 hard strides, and he can't shoot the ball freely.
Ogilvy's got it. Now you can't match up, and they're just taking whoever happens to be on him. And so far they're okay, but there he is. A bit of space. Goes down low. That's dangerous. And it's in. Connor Watson. Someone's going to be open.
Someone's going to be open. It's a power play, right? Somebody has to be open, and you have to respect that shot from Mitch Ogilvy, right? 10 yards out on the sidelines, you have to respect that shot. So that's just a great dish and great dump by Mitch Ogilvy there. He's looking to shoot, and then how about the finish, right? Right up high, short side, over top of his stick.
And it's funny, it looks, from here, it looks like such an easy goal when you watch it live. Then you see the replay, and Jackson Brown was about 1.5 inches from getting that ball.
Right, and again, he is a great goaltender, and he's great in box lacrosse. He's great in field lacrosse, right? So you got to expect a little bit, not expect a little bit more from him, but you do expect him to make that save, right? But again, it's an offensive lacrosse player right on the crease at a 6x6 net. You expect him to score more often than not.
Yeah, Connor Watson, a guy who scored 11 goals in 6 games this year. He knows what he's doing. Detweiler, McLaughlin once again. We're going to reset the face-off.
This X-Battle has been pretty 50-50 so far, right? It's been good both ways.
And the wings really getting involved.
Yeah, wing play's huge.
Kicked out by McLaughlin. Almost snagged, and Romanchuk does get it, but he's got the defender right on him. Thomas McDonald.
Yeah, speaking of sponsorships, Dyson Vacuums might want to start looking at him, right? That kid's picking up everything in the middle of the field.
Yep. On the ground, up in the air, wherever it is, he'll get it. Just like a Dyson. We got the taglines going and everything.
I'll carry you, buddy. Don't worry.
Hutchison up top.
See, even though Hutchie's got a big stick on him, I'd like to see Hutchie dodge from the top here. His speed, it's very elusive, and it's tricky, right? He's got such long strides, so I'd like to see Hutchie dodge a little bit from the top, make the guy in the middle slide, and then open up the middle a little bit more.
Tony trying to get through shot. Does get a bit of an edge, but has to hand it off. Hutchison backpedaling to reset.
Here's the matchup that they're going for. They finally got Hutchie on a short stick. Hutchie's going to dodge hard here, probably go to cage.
Detweiler, the face-off guy, watching him. Hutchison just waiting as they all move across. 4 Trent players on the opposite side of the field and 1 McAlpine back behind the net. Here it goes. He's actually going to come across the top. Everyone will slide down, but nothing there. Well played by Guelph. Tony to the net. Oh, What a beautiful finish. Just that little shoulder dip to get himself inside position and find the hole.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the slide package in Guelph right now, right? Nolan Shot held him nice. He held them low nice. And yes, Tate Katoni does get a step on him on the low side, right? But where's the slide to help out his buddy? You know what I mean? Like, he's got him here. Nolan Shot has him. He's playing good positioning. He takes a step onto the inside underneath of him, and that slide has to be there entirely way earlier.
Great replay because you're seeing some flat feet. Very steady, kind of heavy feet from the Guelph defense. Like you're saying, they've got to get over and help out on him. That's 4 goals, right?
Four for Tate, yeah. But like the thing I'm talking about is the guy on X. Yeah. Right, the guy who's marking the guy on X. Why is he not taking 2 steps way earlier? Who cares if he rotates it back to X? You can recover from that.
Yeah. If he throws it to X, giddy up.
Everybody can recover from that, right? Yeah. That's the pass that you want him to make. You don't want Tate Katoni taking that extra step low, which is a great offensive move, getting to the middle, and then he's going to bury that every single time.
Trent finishing their changes as Hutchison waits. Now a little pressure coming from Cole Cook. Hands it off to Holden Lowe's. Nick Webb, pass that one across. This is McAlpine behind the net. Lowe's cut down the middle. He's going to retreat as Milligan will hit him heading back up top.
I'm not sure what's going on with Cam. He might be fighting a little bit of an injury, right? He's been kind of silent so far.
He has been pretty quiet, not super involved.
Either that or he's saving her all up for the second half.
Possible.
His gas tank empties, unlike Ogie's.
Yeah, most people don't have gas tanks like Ogie's.
No.
They're just perpetual.
Right, Cam needs to pick his spots a little bit better, more often than Ogie. But I think right now this is where a guy of Cam Milligan's caliber needs to step up and do the Mitch Ogilvie from yesterday and throw the boys on his back and say, "Don't worry, man, I got you."
I like what Ogilvie's doing right now. You can see him just in the top of the soccer crease, actually getting a bit of rest, just standing there while Trent's outside, not being the guy who's having to rotate a lot, having to go all over the place.
What?
Here's Milligan going through.
Yeah, I think Ogie's doing a little bit of a rover kind of thing right now, right? To where he knows that these Trent guys are going to look to attack their one-on-one because that's their strongest suit, right? And Ogie's a great defender. Yeah. He's an absolutely great defender, comes from great stock, right? So I'm thinking he's the guy that's going to be, I'll take this on my back, right? Like he did on offense, now he's doing it on defense. I'll put the boys on my back. I'll be the guy that's going to slide early and not let that 5th goal from Tate Katoni happen ever again.
McLeod hands it off to Shot. Guelph taking their time. A little wrap check attempt by McAlpine. But Shot's got it. Great feed. And the finish by Volkov. What a gorgeous pass by Nolan Shot. My goodness.
Nolan Shot having a game. Yeah. Right? He is having an absolute game right now. And the kid, we talked about it. He comes from good lacrosse stock, right? Yeah. Like his brother's a stud. Ethan, his brother Carter's this junior A stud, right? And this kid is about to be a junior A stud in the coming years. He just pushes the pace offensively. Beautiful pass. Just drops a dime, Patrick Mahomes style. And then again, we're talking field lacrosse here, right? You're right on top of the crease. You better finish that or else you're not going to be an attack guy for much longer.
Yeah. Nice catch by Volkov of that pass over the shoulder. Just phenomenal touch.
Yeah, speaking of guys like that reminds us a little bit of Curtis Conley, right? We were talking about Curtis earlier. Curtis used to love picking those balls off and pushing pace, and he's in his hotel room watching in Colorado, cheering on his boys from afar.
So we're all tied up again, 5-5. It's going to be fascinating to watch this and see as the game goes on with Guelph having played last night. How are they going to be able to manage in the second half? You talked about Trent kind of pacing themselves a bit, and they'll be looking to pour it on as we get further into this game.
Sorry, I think this is the pace that Guelph is looking for. Yeah. They want to slow things down because they might still be a little bit gassed from last night. I would hope not, but they might be a little bit, little tired legs. It might be creeping in a little bit, but this is the pace that they want. Slow it down and just play to your strengths.
Nice job there by McConnell. You get the pass up to Salinas. Oh, create some space. Nice save, Cam McLeod. And who's going to get it? It looks like Trent. I thought that might have been Guelph.
I thought that might have been Guelph too, right? But that's a beautiful little hitch dodge by Gut Salinas there, right? You know, throws a little hitch, gets his defender to go over top of his stick a little bit, takes one more step into the middle, and you know, Gutchy boy's looking like he's going to try and, or he's looking like he wants to score that one. That's just a great little hesitation dodge right there. I like that.
What a save. And then Tristan Jackson trying to track it down, get to the corner, get possession, but Trent will get it back.
Again, like where's the slide coming on Tate Katoni here? He's showing you his back. Somebody slide onto his back.
There was nobody there to help. Luckily, Schott was able to hold him off. What a pass out front. The shot by Salinas, and then he steps in the crease. And that's going to be Guelph possession, even if Trent picks up the ball, which they do. They have to drop it.
Even as good of a job as Schott he's doing, right? He needs help. Like he is going up against an NCAA professional caliber lacrosse player. He's a second-year junior Nolan Schott, right? He's going to need that little bit of help. He's doing a great job containing them. You think, well, what do you mean, Frick? He's doing a great job. Tate's got 4 goals. Yeah, but he's still, you know, Tate could have 6 or 7 right now the way that he's playing. Oh, Rusty Gate. Rusty Gate.
It works. And then the hold. The flags are flying everywhere. They're both for the same penalty because that's just a player getting beat and just grabbing on.
Yeah, that's how about the gate by Romy there, right? Those are beautiful. I think everybody in the crowd is starting yelling.
Oh wait,
yell yard sale. No, you got Romy for a hold.
Romy for a hold.
Romy for a hold after the gate.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going the other way.
No. Romy held on a little bit after the gate. Beautiful check, though.
Yeah.
My brother used to like to throw those, but behind his back.
Yeah.
Right? The traditional Rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitchy boy used to love throwing those ones. Or as they like to call him, Sports Center Mitch.
What a rip there by Watson. A little bit wide, though, and Berger will start with it. Man, John Grant Jr. was the king of the Rusty Gate after he'd get stripped in the offensive zone, and it would be loud.
You tell me one thing that John Grant Jr. wasn't the king of.
Defense.
Paying bar taps.
What a finish on the crease by Berger. Gryphons take advantage of that extra man.
Was that Berger or Ogie?
That was Berger, was it not?
I don't know. I saw Ogie do a big jump, Sally.
Yeah. Well, he likes it when his teammates score too.
Yeah, we got not the best camera angle here, but oh yeah, well, you're right. It was Berger, but you gotta love the Sally by Ogie. You know, he's getting his boys hyped up, but hard work and goal, right? You know, pick up the loose ball in front of the net, and you gotta bury that, right? That gives Guelph the 6-5 lead.
What a strong stretch here for the Gryphons. Remember, as we've got under 2 minutes to go in the first half, I will be joined by Nick Subry, Coach Subs, with coach's comments at the halftime intermission, and then Frick, I believe you've got an interview coming in.
Yeah, I think we got head coach of the Nipissing Lakers and the host team, Jason Rudge, coming in, talk a little bit about what kind of a battle it was to put this thing on, especially after being a year late from due to COVID.
Trent is riled up as the possession is being given to Guelph, or a timeout being given to Guelph. Trent's saying they should have had possession already, and Guelph shouldn't get a timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
There's a discussion.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I see the farther is really fired up about something, so I'm thinking maybe Guelph tried to call a timeout without possession. Therefore, they're going to lose possession, and Trent's going to get the ball with 1:34 to go.
There you go, a chance to tie it up. See if they're patient and wait for one shot, or if they. That's a long time to sit around waiting for a shot. But
yeah, these box guys, I don't think they have that in them, right? You know, and especially the way that Tate's going. I just get the ball to Tate, let him create something right away. And then work off of that.
Tony has it right now. Watched again by Schott.
We got Ogie looking to play the rover there and make an early slide. And we got a good matchup with Dylan Hutchinson up on the top.
Not sure what Katoni had his palms up there for. But
Schotty gave him a little brush in the face. And still, the guys don't like that.
Forwards.
Yeah.
McAlpine finds Hanrahan.
Nice check.
Gets loose, and Ogilvie gets it. And Guelph's going to have a chance to extend this lead if they can get through the ride.
Mitch is getting through the ride. You're not stopping him right now. This kid looks like he's going to the cage, and he wants everything in the stick right now. Right? You're not stopping Ogie.
We've seen his power and skill. There we saw his agility. There's a couple of just a nifty little move with the footwork.
Agility and IQ.
Yeah.
Right? Like let's not just glance over his lacrosse IQ. He could have forced a pass upfield, knowing as soon as the ball gets over half, you can call a timeout, right?
Yeah.
But why? why make the risk? You know, Mitch Ogilvy's had the ball in his stick his whole life.
Yeah.
You know, he's just going to take those 5 extra steps. You're not stripping me, he says, and I'm just going to call a timeout myself. Let's get down to business. So
as Guelph does get the timeout with 44.7 seconds to go here in the first half, and they have a lead. And this is just, I mean, Guelph came out early, got those 2 goals, and Trent really looked like they were taking control of the game. And Guelph, just such a resilient bunch. They really bounced back well.
It looks like they got the strategy going to right now, right? They're playing their game plan to an absolute T, but it's just a matter of time. How long can you hold all of these gunners from Trent off? How long is Cameron Milligan not going to be on the goal column? How long is Dylan Hutchinson only going to have 1 in the goal column, right? Jack McAlpine, we haven't even said his name yet. Yeah. You know, how long is he going to be held off the score sheet for, right? So it's only a matter of time before these Trent guys get going, in my opinion. But Guelph, hey, what do you say, right? They're playing a hell of a game on the defensive end, and they're sticking to their strategy right now.
And a couple of big saves by Cam McLeod.
Oh, Clowder, right? Clowder's having himself
good.
a weekend so far, right? He's looking to make a name in the Kufla.
Remember, our next game will be, so we're starting at 7 o'clock. Ogilvy will come over to start with possession. Looks like McLaughlin once again coming out to take him. Big spread for Guelph to start, so not going to be in any rush with 40 seconds to go.
No, it looks like they're going to run a 3-3 open set here to start. I assume that Mitchie's going to dodge from the top and look for one of his buddies down low on the crease.
Watson starts to drift in.
Go at 15, I'd assume here.
Yeah, they start moving a bit at 20.
Yeah.
There's Berger behind the net.
Get into your play at 15, run at 5, go for a last shot.
Woody flips it up. We got 10. Oh, they go now.
What a play.
That's a lovely play.
You know what? Somebody earned a paycheck over there on the Guelph sidelines, right? That whiteboard got a little bit of a workout, you know, but that's just a beautiful flip from behind. You know, create a little bit of controversy, a little bit of confusion in the back, and then find the guy cutting off from the off-post shot. Beautiful goal by Guelph there to take a 7-5 lead at half.
Not gonna. Oh, here we go. We gotta look at it.
Yeah, right. So we got the guy dodging from behind. Quick little flip, create a little bit of confusion. Unfortunately, we can't see the guy wide open in front there, but he is, right, because the guy's looking to slide on him from the middle, wide open in front of the net. Beautiful, beautiful goal.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with coach's comments with Coach Subes. I'm Stephen Stamp with Ryan McMichael here at Baggataway Cup 2021 on Lax Sports Network. The media booth at Nipissing Lakers Field. I'm Stephen Stamp with Coach Subes, Nick Subry. So if you're the Guelph Gryphons and Coach Sam Koskoski, you got to be pretty darn happy with what's going on. What do you tell them?
Yeah, I think they're having a great half right now. They're working pretty hard. On defense, I would, obviously for Trent, Tate Gattoni 99 is having a great game. Mm-hmm. I would continue trying to push him towards the bottom of the net, towards the corner, and slide early on him. Try to stop that rollback. But other than that, on offense, I think they're playing really well. They're going with a lot of inverts right now, and they're getting a lot of success. So I would continue that, and I would tell them, keep up the energy. They're doing a really, really good job. I find in the middle of the field too, they're breaking out, they're picking up a lot of ground balls. So this would be a pump the tires type half. Just tell the boys keep it going. So we've
talked a bit on the broadcast about how Guelph played last night. It's the second game in 2 days, and occasionally you can see maybe a little bit of slowness, but how do you keep that energy up, and how do you even address that, or do you just keep talking about playing your game?
I think you keep talking about playing your game, but on the side, after you talk to the players that are in there, you're talking to your leaders off the field too, who are the backups and all that, the guys on the bench, and you're telling them, hey, like every time we make a play, we need the bench to be going crazy right now, because as the bench gets excited, the guys on the field can really feel it. I can tell you that much.
And if you're Trent, you're coming off a game last week where they struggled, played their worst game of the year, just pulled it out over Toronto, and now they're facing a much tougher Guelph team, and they've run into some adversity again. What are you saying if you're Mark Farthing?
Yeah, I think, I would tell them, they're playing a good game as well. The only things I would maybe tell them is to maybe to get some significant dodging from other players as well. I think right now they're running hard with Tate, and they're not getting significant dodging elsewhere. So I would talk to his offense and say, let's get other guys going and make sure you're beating your guy to attract a slide there, because right now they're not getting that slide. And so, if I'm Guelph on defense, I'm saying if we cover 99, we're going to win this game, right? So I would a little bit of a change of game plan if it was me.
And is that a matter? I mean, Cotone's been so hot and playing so well. Are guys kind of stepping back and watching a bit instead? I mean, because these are guys who can score, obviously.
Yeah, I think one of the issues with our league, and especially the setup this year, is that some of the teams we played aren't always at the same caliber. And I think for Trent, they haven't played a team, I think, this year. Other than maybe Nipissing to the level that Guelph has. And so, it's a little bit of an adjustment, right? It's always an adjustment. And, I know with our team in the past, we've had a hard time with that as well, making that adjustment. So, for them, I would keep telling them, hey, they're doing a great job. They are doing a great job. But to encourage the other guys on the team, and I can hear Tate yelling out there to setting up the offense, but keep telling them, hey, take it on, take this on, take that on. I don't know what their plays are, obviously, but, to push it from another end and get him in a shooting position.
Do want to talk about, we've got a little bit of time here, so I just want to ask you about what you've been doing in the fall, because obviously it's been a tough year for McGill not being able to play. You've had 2 seasons as the head coach of the McGill Lacrosse Club. You haven't got to coach any official games, but you got some action going on this year with the guys.
Yeah, so we were a lot of work done with the guys, actually. Guys like Ollie, Oliver Bolsterley, Isaiah Storm Cree, those guys, really with their leadership. And basically, we ended up going to a men's league thanks to, Quebec Lacrosse, who were in the Quebec men's league. And basically, we split our team into 2. We had all of our graduating kind of guys on one team, the Three Bears Lacrosse Club, and then the Flood Girl Lacrosse Club, which was all the, first year, second years, and some of the third years. And so we split it up that way. And at the beginning of the year, the Three Bears won in Braveheart versus the Flood Girls. And then, throughout the season, we played some good teams. I mentioned, on Lacrosse Link, I thought West Bay and Kanawagé were really good squads. But at the end, it came down to, the Three Bears versus Flood Girl in the final. And Flood Girl squeaked it out in overtime. It was a big win. And, the vets were, obviously, they're unhappy, but they're happy that they're leaving the program in good hands, right? So I think for those guys, that's always the key, right? They didn't have the season they wanted, but I'd say, the vets showed a lot of leadership this year and really helped our guys kind of experience what it's like to be a McGill lacrosse player and to continue that into 2022.
Appreciate the shout out for Lacrosse Link. Everyone, please do check out Lacrosse Link, lacrosselink.com. Also check out, it is on YouTube, the video show, and Laxbeat, the podcast this week. It's a Kufla preview as we are now here into the championship weekend. We are halfway through the weekend. We're halfway through the third of 5 games. That was Coach Nick Subry. We'll be back with Coach's comments in halftime of this evening's game, which will start at 7 p.m. Brock versus Bishops. I'm Stephen Stamp. That was Nick Subry. I'll be back with Ryan McMichael in about 3 minutes for the second half of the Baggataway Cup 2021 semifinal action. Semifinal number 1 of the 2021 Baggataway Cup here in North Bay. I'm Stephen Stamp with Ryan McMichael. Pleased to have you with us on Lax Sportsnet. We're just waiting for something to be cleared, and then we are going to get going. McLaughlin and Detweiler. The face-off battle has been one of the real storylines in this game. And it was going to be Roman Chuck coming up with it. He got kind of bumped over. Trent still comes away with the ball. Hutchison will hold things up. Hand it to Jack McAlpine. Leaves it there for Hanrahan. No, that's Holden Lowe's. He inverts with Milligan. They're just going to slow things down a little. Hutchison up top, watched by Detweiler.
This is going to be a matchup that Trent's going to want to take advantage of right now.
There's a lot of space towards the net, too.
Yeah, a lot of space, and a Hutchie on a short stick. That's bad news for Guelph.
Trent not rushing towards it.
No, let's swing twice and then get into Hutchie. Let everybody rotate into their spots.
Hanrahan to Hutchison. Here we go. Starts to go underneath. Yeah, nice angle by Detweiler. Takes it away for the time being. Touch to the near side once again. That pass gets away from Milligan and rolls into the Guelph bench. They'll get possession with a 7-5 lead.
Yeah, you're not going to see Cam Milligan miss that one too many times.
No.
I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a little bit of sun got in his eyes or what, but that's the ball that Cam has to have.
Ogilvy, under a little bit of pressure, lobs it back over to McLeod. Shots available on this side if they want them. They're going to go right up the middle, though. Here comes Bryce Dennis.
That's a great clear by Guelph.
Yeah. Patient and take the chance once you see it. Connor Watson lobs it up to Ogilvy. Think of Volkov racing in. Trent recognizes, picks him up. This is Berger ripping it to Whitty behind the net. He's got Tucker King on him. Tell you, it really feels like Trent is missing Curtis Conley. Both his outstanding defense and just he just seems to get them going back up the field with intent.
Well, he's a presence, right?
Yeah.
He's an absolute, and he's a leader of their defense. You know,
100%.
he's their quarterback of the defense, right? So you got Skirt back there yelling at everybody, keeping everybody in check, right? So that is a huge loss for them. But again, Nick, I know for a fact that he's cheering everybody on. He's sending text messages. He's letting the boys still know what to do and where to be, even though he's all the way in Colorado.
Lowe's trying to stay with Dennis, doing a pretty good job of it. Guelph will rotate. Berger picked up pretty nicely there by Macron. Constant little stick taps. Here's Dennis dodging.
That's what you got to do, stay on those offensive guys' hands, right? Stay on their hands. Don't let them feel comfortable. The more you make them uncomfortable, the more the wrong play that they're going to make.
Dennis got through, got the shot off, but missed. They did have backup. A couple of players actually backing up. So they retain possession, toss it back out to Dennis. Ogilvy gets a touch. Volkov is backing up to initiate.
Yeah, we haven't seen him dodge too much from the top like he was yesterday either, right? So maybe that's something that Guelph's keeping in the bag until they absolutely need it.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Both his dodges that he scored on yesterday was starting from over on this side, on the
so he
righty
can.
side.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is he's going to want to sweep over to his off stick side, right? So he keeps the stick onto the outside, and he's got that good shooting angle.
King, nice job on Whitty.
This is a big boy matchup. We got Romy on Ogie.
Pass handcuffed Watson, but he did recover. You can see Nick Darrington just lurking, right, wondering if he should dart out there. Good decision not to, as Watson recovered the ball. Wouldn't want to be charging out willy-nilly.
I'm surprised we haven't had a stall call yet. Guelph's not making.
Good timing, Clark.
Guelph's not making too many movements towards the net here.
That bouncer's wide, and it will be Guelph possession as Whitty was the deepest man.
Yeah, you almost saw that stall coming, right? They're just kind of jogging on the outside, jogging on the outside. Nobody's really making any hard movements towards the cage, right?
This has been part of Guelph's arsenal for a long time. Back in 2013-14 when they won back-to-back titles, there's a pass through. Great check by Holden Lowe's. Absolutely tangling up Volkov, and Trent will get it.
And then you got the backup by Romy, right? What a veteran play to make sure his team gets possession.
Just that quick little sprint to get a couple of steps clear. And then the fake and the high lift with the stick and runs through and draws a penalty, goes to the net. Hands it off to Milligan. Here's a shot coming.
No, I see the bounce pass.
Bounce pass, touch the ground.
The old Port Moody bounce pass got him, right? As soon as the ball hits the ground there, they're blowing that dead. But I'm not sure if that was even a high stick. What a sell by Romy.
Yeah.
Just did the old head bob, the old Shawnee Evans head bob back there. And the ref ate it up, so good for him. But, that's just a hard play, right? He picks up the ball through the middle, running hard through the middle. You're going to draw something.
Got Salinas down behind the net. Here's Milligan at X. My goodness, he's dangerous from there. He's creeping out. Hutchison. Hanrahan thought about it. Back to Milligan. Lever pass. Oh, that's a great chance, but just missing.
I'd almost like to see Cam shoot that, right? He's taking a couple steps south, right? Goalie's stepping up, catching maybe on the step. I'd like to see Cam shooting the ball a little bit more here, get the boys going.
Milligan gives it back to Tony. There's the cutter, but it's picked off. What a play by Nolan Schott. Gets knocked away from him, recovers it. All kinds of ride pressure. Gets around Milligan on the far side.
Nolan
makes
Schott
the pass through the middle.
Sorry, have yourself a day, Nolan Schott. What a defensive play. Great stick in the angles. Have yourself a day, Nolan Schott.
Did somebody just say, come on, Ogie pass?
Yeah, I'm not sure you want Ogie making that pass right now. You know, he's killing the penalty, and he's doing a great job doing it, you know.
Yeah, I'm okay with Ogie hanging on to the ball in that situation.
I'm okay with Ogie hanging on the ball in any situation.
Most situations,
right? You know, it wasn't his mom yelling it.
No. We're almost 7 minutes into this third quarter. No scoring so far.
And this is what Guelph wants. This is what Guelph wants, right? Let's
take the air out of the ball.
Let them come to us. Let them come to us, right? We worry about us. We worry about our offensive system, our strategy, and what we're doing. Let you adjust to us, as we like to say.
Thought we might see a shot there, but it was a pass instead.
Nice stick, Hutchie. Nice stick, Dylan Hutchinson.
Yeah, great job, and then snagged by Macron, who goes for a run. Somebody's got to stay back, and he is picked up.
Those are things that Panther City are looking for, I think, if they're scouting out this game, right?
Yeah.
There's good stick, good defensive positioning by Dylan Hutchinson. Gets up the field properly, and now he's just looking to set up his offensive strategy.
Taking his time, no rush here. Trent will want to get on the board again at some point. I'm not sure when the last time they scored was. It has been a while. Lowe's across to Salinas. McAlpine to Milligan, who's directing traffic. Salinas with intent coming across to Lowe's. Trent's got something on the boil. McAlpine switches hands, spins, and Liam McConnell just stands there in position. Milligan just kind of slides to the turf.
I think he was looking to try and draw one, right?
Yeah. It's an odd play.
Yeah. And then he got called for a procedure as well. I'm not sure what that was, but
Guelph comes out with the ball. We get back to McConnell, and they'll just take their time. You see one of the coaches just giving the two arms extended, palms down, just settle down, take your time.
Right, they're not in a rush.
No rush.
They are not in a rush. They're happy winning this game 7-5. I'll guarantee you Guelph is happy winning this game 7-5 right now. Yeah. They don't need to push the pace. They don't need to score. It's Trent that needs to pick up the intensity and pick up the tempo a little bit more.
So at what point, if you're Trent, I mean, there's still lots of time, 31 minutes of playing time left. At what point do you start to push out a bit, be a bit more aggressive, knowing that it could lead to openings in behind your defense?
Me personally, 6 minutes ago. I do that 6 minutes ago. I say at half, listen, we have to get going right now. We don't want to let this game get away from us, right? Trent is the powerful team. Trent is the more favored team, right? Trent is the one that needs to be pushing the pace right now and establish dominance and just say, listen, this is our game. Yes, we're losing. This is our game right now.
Love Dylan Hutchison coming back to be available. And then the long outlet pass, McAlpine on the run, or Lowe's on the run to Milligan. There's a rip. It's knocked away. Was that
nice?
Was that Ogilvy?
Ogilvy.
Wow.
Nice soak, Mitch Ogilvy.
Absolutely filling a lane, and Guelph gets the ball.
What don't you do? You know, he channeled his his inner Mac O'Brien right there. He got back on defense, and he put himself in the great position. You know what I mean? Like, this kid is just doing everything all over the field right now. Soaking shots, making goals, making plays.
Yeah. Mac O'Brien, one of my favorite lacrosse players. Man, he could play in transition.
Mac O'Brien, one of my favorite human beings.
Yeah.
You know, he's just an all-around good guy, but you're right. You know, talk about a guy that had all of the skill in the world. And we were talking about Tor Reinholt yesterday, right?
Yeah.
A guy who didn't really get a chance until they found a perfect niche for him. Mac O'Brien was the exact same player.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal defensive player, phenomenal offensive player. Just couldn't find that.
So quick in transition.
Couldn't find that niche, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't, you know, unfortunately, he had a couple cups of coffee in Chicago, I believe, with the Shamrocks.
Yeah, and then the Shamrocks folded. And he's
then he went off the board.
Yeah. He had a season of seasons for the Toronto Shooting Stars in CLAX early on. My goodness, he was unbelievable.
Officer O'Brien, one of my favorite people of the 2012 Mann Cup.
Yeah. His wife Sarah played for the senior women's
team. She's from a great area too. Eh?
Yeah.
You know where she's from?
Whitby?
Whitby, Ontario.
We still like her.
Yeah, we love her. She's a gem.
She was a terrific player for the senior women's team. Loved being part of that.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Doherty. Hands it off. Whitty. Thought for a second, cocked it up, but decided to wait.
See, this is why Trent needs to push pace.
Yeah.
This is why they need to get on a horse and figure out where they're going to go right now. Because, as we say, Guelph is okay with this right now.
Yeah. I was saying in 13-14, when they'd get a lead, they'd literally take 5-6 minutes.
Right?
They didn't care. That's on the outside of the net. Who's going to get it? Great hustle by Watson. It doesn't go out. He's pushed out. It's a good effort. I mean, it's a good... What else are you going to do except give the guy a push there? But clearly possession to Guelph.
Offensive interference, Guelph.
That's a pretty nice sell by Darrington, too. I think, or by, is that Connor Lynch or is that Nick Darrington? That's Nick Darrington. And, he was knocked down legit. He just stayed there for a second or two. Just make sure.
I'm all right with a good sell job. Sometimes you got to help the officials make the right call. And every once in a while, you got to do it.
That may actually be Connor Lynch. I honestly can't tell if that's a 5 or a 6.
It's a number.
Yeah. I think it's Lynch. No, it was Darrington. Okay, Trent. 7:55 to go here in the third quarter. Milligan with the ball. The cutter
That's interference.
was Romanchuk.
It should have been called interference. Romy had a nice pipeline right through the middle.
Yeah.
Catching him on the break here every time, too, right, Romy?
Yeah, the LSM just creeping in for a chance. Here's Gattoni way on his far side, but he's getting towards the net. Gets a push to help him. Tries the reverse shovel shot. Little reverse whip. They're going to call him in the crease after he was checked from behind into it, and he is not happy. And he's got a case on that one.
Tater's not happy about that one, right? Yeah. But it is a push in the back. I think the problem there is he goes for the dive, right? So as he's diving, the referee might think that that's not a push, but I think everybody in the booth, everybody at home saw that was a clear push.
Nolan Schott's got the ball down along the near sideline. He'll come into the screen right now. Gets over center.
That's a good clear by Schott. You ready? Oh, offside. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they weren't. They had 23 in the very, very far back there.
That's their goalie.
No, 20,
23.
23, the big stick right here. So here's the referee making the right call. They weren't offside. It's hard to see the guy every once in a while, you know what I mean? There's a lot going on.
The refs getting together. CBO coming out. Take part in the conversation. We'll see.
Yeah, Mitch knows it's his ball. He's going to go over, pick it up on the side, get the ball in the right stick to start it off early. Maybe hide it, not let anybody know that he's got it. Oh.
Well, Trent's going to get the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they came to that conclusion, but to me it looked like they had the 23 back covering the pole, so they had their 3 poles back. Their D guys, their goalies also back as well. So it could have been a missed call, but stuff happens.
So Gutch Salinas will come and start with it and face immediate pressure. Don't run into that, Gutch. And it's checked out. That's just a mental error, but a great ride pressure by Ogilvy. Here he comes.
Mental error by Gutch. As you say, great defensive pressure by Ogie. And then look at this composure, right? Yeah, why? Why am I in a rush, he says to himself. I'm just going to get the ball, hang out for a little bit, throw my stick, and have a good time.
You just see Gutch Salinas, terrific kid, terrific young player, but you could see as he started to take that first step, it was just not the right way to go with that double team pressure.
Unfortunately, things like that in big games, they show, right? Big games like that, they show. I don't know how many big games Gutchy's been playing in, right? A composed lacrosse player who's been in this situation before, he's going backwards.
Yeah.
You go backwards, sir. Go backwards.
It's retreat. There's no harm.
No, God, no.
No harm in retreating.
The old soccer clear, right? Go back to your goalie, let everybody set up, and let's have a time.
Shovel pass. Oh, hard rip, but it's again on the outside of the net by Watson that time.
Yeah,
Berger gets a pick, and Whitty is blown up.
Great shot by Watson there. He just took a little bit of a step on the outside, a little bit too much, right? But, he's not going to miss that too often. And
watch Romanchuk decides he's just going to go through Thomas Whitty, and you just can't do that.
But what else is he supposed to do? As soon as he turns around, the guy's there, and you got to make yourself known as a physical presence, right?
Yeah.
Well, again, I think the Farth might be okay with that one.
A 7-5 game with 5 minutes to go in the third.
It's tough. Don't get me wrong. It's a tough call.
Oh, what a rip!
Now that makes it a lot tougher.
Yeah, Doherty
makes it a lot tougher.
Just some space and buries it. And 8-5, the Gryphons up by 3, and Excalibur reeling a bit.
Yeah, This is where Guelph's got to stop the bleeding. I don't hate a timeout call here, right? But just good ball movement. We've seen this from Guelph yesterday. Their power play is absolutely kicking. But look at this. Catch, shoot, yeah, we're closing the space, right? But the angle. We got to get out on a better angle. Get over top of his stick. Let's get our big stick inside of his hands, right? And trying to adjust that shot a little bit to where he's not so comfortable.
Assisted by number 3, Thomas Whitty.
Yeah, and that's Berger, right? Coming out of the Evolve program. Good kid. He's got a great shot on him.
Yeah.
And we seen it displayed right there. That Evolve program, they big out some lacrosse players out of that.
Yeah, that is coming on.
Right, TK does great jobs with them.
Just one of the great lacrosse minds, Tracy Koleski.
And he just surrounds himself with great lacrosse minds, too. Yeah. Like, you got Joey Hiltz in there. You got Steve Toll in there. There's so many. Kevin Fines is in there. Just the names that come out of that program is remarkable.
Yeah, great to see Fines involved with that. Boy, he was a quietly super effective player, right?
Oh, he's one of my favorite guys in the world, too.
On the run, coming from behind the net, and Whitty, who's been fairly quiet, makes a brilliant play right there, finds some space and drills home the sidearm.
And they just ran that little flip play behind too, right? Yeah. I'm surprised Trent didn't capitalize on that there. They've seen that one before, but just run a little flip, cause a little bit of confusion in the back. Not too much confusion this time, right? But you see that D guy, he's got to step over the net. They get a little bit of space, and that's a shot that they're going to make, right? Beautiful shot, beautiful place, and they're starting to look like they're attacking Jackson's feet a little bit more, right? Yeah. It's kind of early off in the first half. They were staying hips high, right? Looks like they're attacking their feet. Trent's in trouble right now. They're reeling.
You can see Tucker King, number 66 for Trent, heading over. He saw what was going on. He was like half a step late getting going.
Yeah,
and he just you'd never pick it up on Whitty.
You're not going to, right? Yeah. You can't give a guy that much space.
And now the pressure and the loose ball. Whitty loses it, though. Great.
What a strip
reverse
by Romy.
Pressure.
What a strip by Romy. You guys got to go. You got to go here.
Well, McLaughlin's going to slow it down. 2.5 to go here in the third. Trent trailing by 4.
Yeah, Trent needs to pick up the pace. It looks like they got numbers, so they might go, but Trent needs to pick up the pace.
Down to Milligan, rips it home. We've been waiting for that, and he made it look so easy.
Right, and that's a pure goal scorer right there. Yeah. That's a pure goal scorer with a pure shot. You know what I'm saying? Right, but look, like we're attacking. We got to start attacking now. And Dylan Hutchinson, he notices that we got numbers, looking for his buddy. Right, his buddy's calling everybody on, like let's go. And then he looks up and just what a beautiful low to high bar Mexico shot.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Just lovely.
Goal for the Trent Excalibur.
So with 2 to go in this third quarter, it's 9-6. Trent pulling back within 1. There's Ogilvie once again getting possession. It seems like every time the ball is on the ground, Ogilvie's there to get it, or Romanchuk on the other side.
Yeah, right. Both of them look like they should be sponsored by Dyson right now, right? Mitchie Ogilvie picking up all the loose balls, and then if, as you say, if he's not, it looks like it's Romy from the other side. It looks like it's 2-man loose ball game right now for both squads.
Shot's going to go for the long pass. Almost got there, but nice job jumping in by Nick Darrington. He's going for a run. This is where he needs to pull up. I know we're talking pace. They've got to go up, but good job by Darrington. There's a kid who's a young player, hasn't had this kind of experience, and yet he makes a really smart decision there.
Right, and then that's just, as you say, it's a smart decision by a young kid who hasn't been here, right?
Tony selling the slash. That was a pretty legit slash. He took a little chop there.
He's going first.
Probably not going to get
going
called.
First. I'm not making a call on a whippy guy like that for a slash.
I saw the ref actually reaching to his belt. I thought he was going for the flag.
Yeah, I'm thinking if Tate doesn't try to sell that, he might get the call a little bit more.
Yeah, sometimes when you're trying to sell too hard, you actually wind up costing yourself some calls.
Speaking of Tate, though, let's touch back on Nolan Schott right now.
Yes.
Well, what an absolute dynamite job Nolan Schott's done in this second half. We haven't been hearing Tate's name too much the second half, right? Nolan Schott has just realized that, this is my guy. This is my responsibility. You're not scoring anymore. My boys are taking it home.
Nice job getting that replay up, as we just saw shot with the little, he definitely gave him a little whack on the forearm. But
He gave a great whack, right? But Tate has both hands on the stick, so that's a perfectly legal whack as well. You know.
It looked like Tate actually kind of took his hand off the stick as it was about to happen.
Yeah, simultaneous, I think.
So we've got 40 seconds to go.
I think we need to touch on what we're seeing on the screen here right now. It's 40 seconds left. Trent's down 3. They're about to lose the ball, right?
Yeah.
Heady play by Mark Farthing to call that timeout.
Yeah.
Absolute heady play by Mark. And that's what we're talking about, a leader of men.
Yes.
An absolute leader of men, Mark Farthing, making the absolute perfect call and a good time. Let's get that whiteboard and give it a little bit of work here, right? Get the whiteboard, get it out, and let's draw up a Gino like they did on the Guelph side.
Yeah, I had a great conversation with Farthing while we were waiting for the women's soccer game to end so we could get on the field and get rolling. And he was saying, you know, as much as they played really badly last week, he said that was the most fun they have had this season because it was a really close game and they were challenged. They were doing things. He said, you know, you get more, you get the juices flowing for a game like this. And he was excited. He said, you know, we want to win because we want to have a chance to play tomorrow and play for a championship. But I also just want to be sitting there like really invested in working on their power play, working on their, you know, what they're doing, what we have to do, playing lacrosse, coaching.
And you're not going to meet a more invested guy than Mark Farthing in the game of lacrosse, right? The hard work and the dedication that he puts in, you know, I'm hoping that this pays off for the Farth.
Yeah, he is one of the great young coaches in the game. I think he's an up-and-comer who's going to make some waves. Katoni jogging along the restraining line. Hutchison is coming to fake a pick. 20 seconds. He'll probably go in a few. 15.
This looks like a one-on-one play there.
Katoni was shot on him, one hand. Looking to pass. It's knocked away.
Great strike, Nolan shot. Great strip. Great stick.
And then he knocks it down.
Good stick, Nolan shot. Earning your paycheck today,
Holy cow. It's a good time to mention that we will pick a all Baggataway Cup team. And right now, Nolan Schott is definitely penciled in.
Nolan Schott has his name written down on pencil for the big stick category of the all-Baggataway team.
He has been having a game as a long pole. We will take a 2-minute break and be back with the fourth quarter to wrap up this semifinal action at the Baggataway Cup 2021 here on LSN. Hey, lacrosse friends, welcome back to the Baggataway Cup 2021 here on the Nipissing Lakers field in lovely North Bay. What a feisty face-off to start the fourth quarter, and that's the kind of intensity that the Trent Excalibur will need as they trail 9-6 to the Guelph Gryphons. I'm Stephen Stamp with Ryan McMichael, and McMikes, this has been quite a game, and what's Trent going to do? You said it was time to go 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
It's time to go. The time was 20 minutes ago, as you said, right? This is where all of these big guns on Trent, you know, all these NCAA guys, all these professional guys, this is where them start to step up and earn paychecks, right?
McAlpine taking his time behind the net. Going to come to Milligan. And there's Holden Lowe's. Katoni in the middle of the field. He's kind of waiting for now. Hanrahan moved it across to Hutchison. He's going to try and get underneath Ogilvie. Great footwork by Mitch Ogilvie. Boy, has he been off tonight? I mean, we did see him leave the field last night. I'm not sure if we've seen him leave the field tonight.
I think it was around the 12-minute mark of the first quarter, I believe.
Okay. Milligan way up high. Spins. Hands it off.
Once again, those are my unreliable sources telling me the last time.
Yeah. Oh, what a pick by Schott. Are you kidding me?
Big stick, Nolan Schott, just coming to play today, ladies and gentlemen.
On the run. If he, what a pass to Whitty. Bounces it home. Oh, my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, Whitby, Ontario's Nolan Schott is coming to play today. Great pick, great defense. What a dime he just drops over top of a defender. Yeah, a little bit high. Great catch by Whitty. Great finish by Whitty. But Nolan Schott, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a day.
I don't really understand that saying, by the way.
Have yourself a day?
Yeah.
It just means like you're on one. Like you're rolling.
Oh, yeah,
you're good to go. You're having a day. Everything's good. Okay. The mojo is a flying.
Okay. The mojo is a flying. I like that.
Yeah. Frickisms, baby.
McLaughlin trying to drag that along with his feet. Can't do it, but it will be snagged there by Sam Albert, who's picked up a few big ground balls today. Now he just avoids the pressure. Nice job to get it handed off. He's going to the net. Circles back, heads over center. Lets Hutchison go join the offense, and Albert will go take a break as Trent gets another long pole out.
Trent has to figure out how to get Catoni away from Nolan Shaw right now.
Yeah, Hutchison with the shot there, going far side, and another save by McLeod.
Nolan Shaw's just absolutely shut him down since the first. I would even say the first quarter. Right, Nolan Shaw's having himself a game right now, but they need to figure out how to get Nolan Shaw away from Tate Catoni. Tate Catoni is their gun right now. He's got 4 of 6. They need to get him open somehow, some way.
And one of the other 2 goals was when he drew everyone and then flipped it back over to Hutchison.
Drew everyone, flipped it over to Hutchie, right?
Yeah.
So he's a key factor in 5 of 6 goals right now. Offensively, we need to figure out how to get him a little bit more open, a little bit more space. Let's get the ball running through 99 a little bit more.
Long pass across the field to Wilson, and Curtis Romanchuk was lurking but couldn't quite get there. Whitty comes to the near side to Volkov.
Right, Trent has to push offensively, but they also have to push defensively. Guelph's not going to be in any rush. We said it for almost a half now. Guelph's not going to be in a rush.
Oh, hard rip there, though, as Wilson just lets it fly, and Jackson Brown, no trouble. Trent will start the clear.
No, he's seen that the whole way, and I don't think that's a shot that Guelph's coaching staff's going to be very happy that gets taken. Right,
Whitty starting to put some pressure on.
Hip to hip, 25-yard pass, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Brown way over to the far side. Nice job by Lowe's to come and help out. Stays inbounds. Gets it up over center, and Trent's going to go to the attack. Oh, Milligan can't quite handle the pass. Scoops it up off the turf, though.
This is where Hutchie's got to attack. Hutchie's got to show everybody he's a big game player. He's got to attack this short stick matchup that he has.
Catoni trying to head down the shoulder, loses it. And there's Shot again with the ball. They can't get him away from Shot, and Shot's been unbelievable.
He's living rent-free in his kitchen right now. Living absolutely rent-free.
Whitty lobs it across to Volkov. He'll leave it there for Ogilvy. Was heading to the sideline. They said, no, just stay out there.
Yeah, somebody yelled at him. There's no way you're tired. You haven't even been playing that much. I think it was the same person that told him to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that he wasn't very tired.
It was Volkov that was going off. Ogie was going nowhere near the sideline. He wasn't even pretending.
Yeah.
Volkov drops it. He'll go scoop that one up.
Hopefully they got cold tubs at least for Ogie, right? Because he's going to be dying after tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Now, there's 14 and a half minutes to go. It's not panic time for Trent, but boy.
No, but it's
I'd like to see intensity.
It's urgency time. It's urgency time, right? Let's start getting Jackson Brown out to take the far pass away and start doubling up the ball a little bit. It's time to go.
Volkov initiating from up top. Hutchison locks onto him. Strips it. Ball's down. Who gets there first?
It's got to be Hutchies.
He just tapped it over, and King comes. Oh, my goodness. What just happened? Oh, that is devastating for the Trent D.
I can't see his number, right?
I think it was King.
Their big stick there. He went to pick the ball up, and he made a rookie mistake, and he's trying to cut across the cage. Big strip. Ball just pops out. There's not too much you can do about this. Unfortunately, again, we're not going to be able to see it. Okay, here we go, right? So we have our big stick there. He's coming across the middle. He picks up a loose ball. Great job picking up the loose ball, right? But get at a dodge. You know, you don't want to be standing in front of the net with the ball get stripped like that. 11-6 Guelph. This game's getting out of hand almost.
Ooh.
Hey, who saw this coming? If you're not a Guelph supporter right now, and you text me or you tweet me and you tell me you saw this coming, I am calling you a liar. Nobody saw this coming right now. What a game plan put together by Guelph.
Oh, all the way to the net. Pole goal. What a play. Romanchuk. Is it good? Yes. Curtis Romanchuk runs the field and gets exactly what Trent needed.
Is that the one that's going to turn the tide? right? Pole goals are always, they're always momentum goals. Everybody's getting up a little bit, right? Looked like a little Curtis Connolly out there. Had a little Curtis Connolly in him. You know what, boys? I'm just going to the cage here, right? Great dodge underneath, great dodge. I'm surprised Nolan Schott didn't slide a little bit earlier there, but how about that tuck by Romachuk, sorry.
Oh, my goodness. And he had a couple of hesitations to just make it not obvious that he was going, right?
What
just holds up a little.
do we have here?
Stick check.
Who is getting greasy?
Oh, my.
And it's Nolan Schott. It's Nolan Schott's stick. So they're trying to get in. Nolan Schott's living rent-free in Tate Catoni's kitchen right now. So they're
How huge would that be if you get him off the field for 3 minutes?
Is it? Yeah. And that makes nothing but take Catoni a little bit more open. And I'm sorry to say this, but I think Trent might have a little bit inside information right now. Let's just hope he doesn't get called with something greasy like a shooting string,
right.
or one of those silly 3-inch rules, and the shooting string's 3 1/4, or something along those lines.
Yeah, I hate the shooting string call.
Yeah, that's a tough. You know what?
It's a rule, but
I'm not. Again, I'm not gonna lie here. Everybody knows me. Knows I'm very opinionated. I don't like stick calls.
Yeah.
I don't like it. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I get it, right?
Okay.
I don't like stick calls, and it looks like we got an illegal stick
here. I think a decision's been made.
Here,
He's in trouble. Yeah.
It looks like we got an illegal stick here. This is huge for Trent.
So, Schott will get 3 minutes. The stick will be taken away until after the game. There you go.
Stamper. I don't think his stick's getting taken away for the game, so it looks.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah, it
It
is.
is.
Okay, Shotty just threw it away an absolute. Oh no, it's not a penalty.
It's not a penalty?
Shotty's coming back on the field. I'm not. Okay, somebody help me out on the Twitter here. Murdoch, if you're listening, help me out on the Twitter here. What is going on?
Yeah, my bad. I'm used to the 3-minute penalty for the.
I was on your team with that as well, right? So it looks like Shotty's going to stay living rent free in Catoni's head.
He just tossed the stick aside, grabbed another one, sprinted out, and away we go.
He's a gamer. It's not the stick right now. It's Shotty. Shotty's the one that's playing.
12, Curtis Romanchuk. Sorry.
Trent trying to initiate from behind with Hutchison. Comes out from X. Detweiler on him. There's some space in the rip. Cole Hanrahan has been quiet, but that was a loud shot.
Yeah, I got a couple messages on the Twitter here. Ottawa Capitals Lock says he saw that comment. I'm not sure what you saw comment. Foxy, help your buddy out here. Saw the stick call comment? What was the stick call? Let's not just throw chirps out on Twitter. Help your buddy out.
So Tim Murdoch did text and say if Schott's stick is illegal, he must serve 3 minutes. But they didn't send him away. The stick has been removed. You can fix it, I guess. I thought it was taken away for the game.
What are we fixing?
I don't know what it was that was wrong. They were measuring the length, so it might be a length issue.
Go for the Trent Excalibur, number 6.
I don't get it. Weird. Sorry, folks. I wish I was...
Yeah, we'll try and get some clarification in between games on what exactly that call was and let you know. But huge for Trent scoring that goal right there, and huge for Guelph not losing Nolan Schott for 3 minutes the way that this kid's been playing right now.
The long roll over to Volkov. She gets that one from Wilson. Here's Berger.
So here's the thing. If you're Bishops or you're Brock and you're watching this game and Guelph does pull this one out, do you have that in your bag?
Well, they can fix it. They'll get it ready by next game if they're in.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you take that risk? Like, does he fix it or doesn't he? Right? The lacrosse guys, we're a little bit weird, right? We don't want to touch our sticks.
The pass gets away from Berger and rolls just over the end line out of bounds. Trent will get possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one for
you. Got to fix it. You don't go into a championship game with knowing you have an illegal stick.
Well, how is it? But how do we know it's illegal? They just took it away. He didn't get a penalty. Maybe there was just something wrong with the manufacturing of it. Oh, what a save, Cloudy!
And the quick outlet pass gets it ahead to Wilson. Going to try and break the triple team, and does it. Takes a big whack. All kinds of pressure, but just withstands it and makes the easy pass to Watson when it's open.
Swimming like Michael Phelps out there. Trent really needs to push the pace defensively here, I think. Down 3. Got to get going a little bit faster now.
Halfway through the fourth quarter here at Baggataway Cup 2021 on Lac Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp with Ryan McMichael as Michael Berger just takes his time.
Okay, so Foxy, I'm going to call you a liar. You did not see Guelph coming out and beating Trent. I'm sorry. Nobody's seen it coming.
I mean, if you told me Guelph was going to win, I wouldn't have been stunned, but
I would have been
this
stunned.
kind of
I would have been stunned. The lineup that Trent has put together, they have 2 top-tier NCAA caliber players. They have a midfielder that is clearly NLL caliber. Like, yes, Guelph has a couple big names as well, right? Mitch Ogilvie, stud. Mitch Ogilvie is not Dylan Hutchinson, right? Thomas Whitty is not Tate Katoni. Thomas Whitty is not Cam Milligan. It's just the names one way or another. This is surprising to me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No need to apologize. McLaughlin picking up Volkov out top. Oh, spin by Doherty. Loses the ball, gets it back. And you can see Whitty telling him, put it down, we've got a violation. And Mitch Ogilvie has actually taken a little break.
Holy.
Right?
I guess even the Energizer Bunny needs a little recharge.
I don't think it'll be long.
No, you can't have him on the field for too much longer. Or off the field, for too much longer.
Oh, and Trent just not valuing the ball. Here's a chance. Oh, what a save! Jackson Brown, that would have been a dagger, and he stops it. Trent's going to go the other way after the bumbling to hand over the ball, and Brown just stones Connor Watson in the crease. You can't believe it.
That is an absolutely phenomenal save by Jackson Brown, keeping his boys. Look at this. He just absolutely robs them on the doorstep. Bar. That's a bar. That's a bad break, but great angle by Jackson Brown, still putting himself in the right positions.
Holy cow.
I think that could be the TSN turning point of this game.
It's going to require a whole bunch of comebacks still from Trent for that to be the case.
7 miles, 3 shots. I've seen it done before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it can be done.
Here's
still takes some doing though. Milligan with it.
Yeah, here's the guy that's really going to need to get going for this team to get going.
He tosses over to Salinas.
Cam's going to have a stick Nolan shot. What a stick Nolan shot.
Kind of I don't know about that pass.
No, that's an awful decision.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful decision of a pass. But again, Nolan Shaw putting himself in the right positions.
Yeah.
He's just putting himself there, just put a stick up. You might as well just pass it right to Nolan Shaw with the same stick as he just got called on, using it again. So there's no way that was an illegal stick.
Well, apparently they can fix it.
Is that what we're getting? We're getting clarification right now?
Some clarification that Ryan Duck is saying when the Guelph long stick was measured, there's a violation for the deep pocket or butt end, so just a technical violation, not
there we go.
A penalty.
So he didn't. I'm assuming that he didn't have that cap on his butt end. You can't have an exposed butt end like that. So I'm going to assume that he didn't have the cap onto his butt end. We'll get clarification from Shoddy after the game.
Okay, so it was a technical foul, so not a penalty, but it does cause the turnover or the possession after the play, and you can go fix the stick. Nice save again by Jackson Brown on the sidearm shot by Doherty, and here comes Hutchison. There's a nice quick transition out of the crease. And Nick Darrington runs into the offensive zone, hands it off to Milligan, and heads back. Under 6 to play. 3-goal lead for the Gryphons. Milligan hits Hutchison. Oh, what a save! A putback. Is he in? It's a goal. Stays out of the crease just long enough.
Yeah, that's one for the boys, right? You can see everybody getting a little bit up right now, right? But Cam Milligan, just controlling the pace like he does. Control the pace like he does. Getting Hutchie in. And then obviously just a beautiful feed to Hutchie right in the middle of the field. What a save by Cloudy to start it off. But Hutchie just stays with it. Buries the rebound. We got an 11-9 ball game. 5 to go.
So calm to just pick up this rebound, stay out of the crease, tap it home.
Yeah, great footwork. Absolutely great footwork for him to tippy-toe that line like that, right? And as he's coming full speed down the middle, that dime, right? But great job by Hutchie, sticking with the play, and let's see if that can be the one that gets Trent rolling. We've said this how many times now.
Yeah.
One of these goals has to get them rolling, right? This team is absolutely too good. They got 5 miles left, down 3. Let's see if they got it in them.
Down 2 now.
Down 2, sorry. Yep.
So the 2 in a row here, and boy, momentum on Trent's side at this point. And this is where you wonder, I mean, when things are going well, you've got some momentum, Guelph playing so well, you can kind of put the fatigue out of your mind. But they have now played 154 minutes plus in the last 18 hours.
Right, that's a lot of lacrosse for these guys. But you know these guys have been up for this, and then they've been looking forward to this weekend for a long time right now, right? So everybody's got their big game socks on, their big game shoes ready to roll.
There you go.
Big game players performing big game moments.
I just gave it a little wave so everyone can see my wedding ring. Did get married last Saturday to the lovely and talented Carrie Jane McMaster Stamp. So,
I'd give a wave too, but I don't have a wedding ring. Trent really needs to come out hard in his last 5.
This has been quite a game.
This is a phenomenal
Great
lacrosse
game.
So just to touch real quick back on the stick call by Shoddy. Okay, so we got a little bit of a clarification. Jay Fox, thank you very much. On the broadcast, it was apparently very, very evident and clear that his pocket was entirely too deep.
Okay.
Right, so they take the stick
Ball
to the
completely underneath
They take the stick to the side, tighten up the pocket a little bit.
Okay.
Shoddy's got his twig back on.
Okay.
Foxy, I know I give you a hard time. Thanks for the clarification, buddy. Good guy you are, Foxy. Good guy. Your brother? Just joking.
Wait, was it the Ottawa Capitals last?
It's kid,
so
not
it's
brother.
Jay.
Kid. Jay Fox, sorry. My buddy playing for the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club with the name not to be mentioned. That still bothers me.
I know it does,
I
Rick,
love
but
it.
it's okay.
I love it.
Trent has possession. Big possession off that face-off.
I don't know why
Here's
they're not
Hutch.
attacking with Hutchie a little bit more on the top. He's getting a short stick matchup every single time. You know the kid's got game, right? I don't see why they're not taking advantage of this.
Lowe's has it pop out of his stick. It's snagged there by McConnell. There's a lovely pass ahead. Shot gets it. Doesn't sit too low in the pocket. And he'll just run out of trouble. Now he's going to retreat. Good heads-up play.
And he had the lane. He had a lane to go to cage too, right? That's what I'm saying. Nolan Shot's just he's having himself a game right now.
Yeah.
He's just using everything upstairs to his full capacity.
There's Ogilvy. Got a little breather. Now he's good to go for these final 4.5 minutes.
And you know he's on the field
not
for 4
going
minutes.
anywhere.
No.
McLaughlin trying to do something, trying to corkscrew that ball out of there.
He might try and hold the ball for 4 minutes right now, tell you the truth.
Might.
And they got the double coming. Great call.
Yeah.
Is he shooting?
Romanchuk. Oh, the goalie is out. Whitty gets the easy goal. So you're talking about you got to pressure at some point with the goalie. And
you got to, but the thing is with Trent is they can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Right? Trent has to body up, face everybody, face guard everybody. They can't let that happen. That's just way too easy for Thomas Whitty. And why does Mitch Ogilvy have this space? This kid is the best player in this tournament right now. Why does he have all of this space to make an easy 20, 30-foot pass to Thomas Whitty running onto the ball? It's not like he's passing it directly to him. He's making like a soccer pass. He's giving him space. He's making him run onto the ball.
Pressure on McLaughlin and Detweiler now. Possession absolutely critical. McLaughlin needs to get this one for Trent. Oh, Detweiler went early. Trent's going to get the easy one.
Oh, I thought they got Romy going early.
No, you could see the little flinch by Detweiler. Lowe's has it, lobs it across to Milligan. Trent's got to go, get one, get it back. Or else their Baggataway dreams will die a day earlier than they'd anticipated. They might. Here's Hutchison driving. Laverne trying to cover him. Tony pops out and then directs Hutchison in, pulls it down, reverses, switches hands, and rips one, but it's a bit wide.
That was a great offhand shot by Hutchie. The juice he had on that was coming.
Lowe's. He's got a lane underneath, goes back over the top. Detweiler's playing some D out there. There's Hutchison again with the rip. Scores! Bouncer just past the left foot. Hutchison is stepping up.
And look at that, right? Hutchie attacking the short stick matchup. They had Lowe's attacking it last offensive possession. He gets stripped. Guelph comes back down, and that's when they score, right? Like, if we're going to attack short stick matchups, let's attack our best offensive guy with the best short stick matchup, and that is Dylan Hutchinson right now. You know he's going to step up in the big game. What a beautiful shot. Put it right on the feet. Beautiful shot by Dylan Hutchinson, right? Sweeps across the top, uses a little bit of his screen, puts it right on the feet. Trent boys got to get rolling. 2:45 to go.
2-goal difference. Trent needs possession again. No jump this time. Both clamp, battling it. The heads of the sticks loaded up under pressure. And there it is, Romanchuk once again with the ball.
Hutchison.
Trent's got possession in 2.5 minutes, 2 goals. They've got some time.
Lots of time.
Yeah.
Right? Lots of time right now, but this possession is absolutely crucial. Trent scores on this possession, we got a game. They don't, they might be in trouble.
Oh, the pass from Milligan doesn't get there. Can Tony get there to it? No, it's going to get out of bounds. That's a turnover and a devastating one. And Jackson Brown is already up by the restraining line, picking up a player as he grabs Michael Berger.
Yeah,
Trent's got to push.
So what he'll do here is he'll take the farthest pass away. He'll take the pass that they want to give him, right? But I don't understand. Trent's got to double the ball right now.
Yeah.
Trent has to get up on the ball. Guys shouldn't be this open. Just easy to be able to get in 20-foot passes, 30-foot passes.
Ogilvy's just pointing back to McLeod. I'll tell you, some of these Trent guys chasing are looking a little gassed. You might almost want to just switch in a couple of guys with fresh legs just to go pressure.
I'm thinking you want to leave your guns on just in case.
You do want your guns.
Just in case you get the ball, leave your
maybe
guns.
one set of fresh legs.
Leave your guns.
McLeod again, coming to the final minute and a half as we near that mark.
Oh, we got a stall call. They got to go.
And they give it to Schott, who just rolls it over. Tristan Jackson picks it up. Have we got a timeout once it's across center?
We have an offside call.
Offside. Oh.
Bennett Drake making an offside call on Trent. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't.
They have 3 guys back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
I don't really get it.
No. I know the Firth won't be happy with that one.
Ogilvy.
Yeah, I think Mitch will probably just kill the rest of this game in his own stick. Oh,
he's stripped by Romanchuk.
What do we got going?
Why is the play blowing down?
I'm not sure. Oh, they
Farthing is jumping. What's the... Farthing heads back, puts his hands up. He was hopping.
Yeah,
literally hopping up and down.
I'm thinking Guelph tried to call a timeout. Romy stripped Ogie.
Great strip.
Did
they get the timeout before he has it?
That's why I think the Farth is up in arms right now. I'm not. It's
Farth
hard.
is out by the midfield logo.
It's hard for us to hear when they called the timeout, right?
Yeah.
We got no hearing up here whatsoever of the field. But if I'm the Farth, I'm trying to sell that as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell that. They did not have the ball. They did not have the ball.
I'll tell you, if they got the offside, if they got the timeout call in time, it's a brilliant call.
Heady call, right?
Holy
Heady call.
So that was not long. What a strip by Romanchuk.
Great strip, and especially on Mitch Ogilvy.
Oh my
right?
goodness!
You're not going to see that coming too many times, especially on Mitch Ogilvy.
No kidding. So, stay with us after the game. We will have the Player of the Game awards presented, and then the second game of semifinal Saturday will start at 7 p.m. Got to check. Yes, the 1 hour delay, 7 p.m. Basically an hour after this game ends. We will have Brock and Bishops to see who will play the winner of this game. Right now, definitely looking like Guelph has this in control thanks to that timeout.
Yeah, 1 mile to go. They got 2 shots here. I'm thinking Guelph's going to try and spread out as much as they can. They still have the stall on. Let's not forget that. They still have the stall on, but I'm thinking Guelph's going to spread out and just move the ball around the outdoors. No sense getting crazy trying to go to cage, right? Just move the ball around the outdoors. Kind of do a couple dummy dodges here and there, just to respect the stall call. But other than that, I can't see Guelph going to cage too much here. We got Whitty wide open behind the net somehow.
They're going to start Watson with the ball in the near side. Ogilvy there to accept if the double team gets to him.
We got
Barrington and Romanchuk. Oh, Romanchuk gets it! Now just the ball's still loose.
What?
They get it. Oh, my goodness.
Don't throw it away now,
no!
sir. Oh, and he throws it away.
Oh, he's mad at himself, and you get why. Oh, that's crushing after such a great play. I think he might just snap that stick over his helmet.
Yeah, that's a great strip by Romy, great stick by Romy, but unfortunately just, not a very heads-up play, just dumping the ball into the middle. Hutchie had a chance.
Yeah.
Right? He's trying to make the right play. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out for us.
Yeah. Oh, I feel for the kid. What a game.
You got to. What a year. What a year he's had. All Canadian defender.
Yeah.
And we see exactly why at the end. All Canadian defender makes a play. And then that's what you want from your guys. You want your guys to make plays like that, right? Unfortunately, maybe the moment got a little bit too much for him. He saw his buddy Hutchie running up. He tried to drop it on a dime.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
I think that's
for
when,
him.
as the ball's leaving your stick, you're thinking, no.
Yes.
What did I just do? We've been talking about the All-Canadians. You can go and see the full list at kooflet.ca and see all the game stories from the weekend and catch up with things and see all the historical Baggataway Cup champions. And Guelph is on there a couple times multiple times at 13 and 14, the most recent. The Brock Badgers with about 152 Baggataway Cups.
See, if I'm going to go look at archives, I think I'm going to that, Curtis Wager, Greg DeBrone era, of the Brock Badgers, just to when they were absolutely, like my good buddy
legends.
Greg DeBrone. He led that program for how many years now, right? And what a guy he is. Good old Bobo DeBrone.
Final minute of play. Guelph will have the ball. Trent will once again double team with Darrington and Romanchuk. See if they can do it again. This time it'll be Thomas Whitty starting with possession.
If I'm Whitty, I'm just bombing the ball to 25 on the far side right away.
Yeah.
As soon as they blow the whistle, just bomb the ball.
Yeah, Mark Wilson's on the far side uncovered.
Why not? You're going to kill 10 seconds anyways, right? Like,
I
just
don't hate the idea.
bomb the ball. Oh, we got another stick call on Shoddy. I'm not sure. I know for a fact I didn't like the first one. I really know I don't like this one.
Still looks like a pretty big pocket.
Oh, the kid plays with a bag.
Yeah.
I know
Like
that.
Stephen
I
Keogh
know that for a fact. He plays with a bag, right? But what are you trying to, like? Are you getting a penalty this time? Like we're looking at shooting strings. Are we getting a penalty? Like what? I don't understand. You did all this last time. Why are we still measuring it? It's going to be the same measurement, sir.
Yeah, the length.
The length's not going to change. I don't think they put a bigger stick on in the little time that they had. Yeah, that'd be a real big stick. Then, right?
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Oh, it's a bag. He plays with a bag. Uh-oh. That's good. I'm saying that's good. Yep.
Oh, they're handing it to him. Okay, they tighten it up enough.
I'm saying that's good. Yeah. And if I know Nolan shot the way I know Nolan shot, he's gonna have a couple words for the Trent boys after this game. Well, we got some parents here that think they're funny.
They often do. And that will be a penalty on Trent.
Yeah.
And that will be the nail in the coffin.
I think so.
A disappointing conclusion here for the Trent Excalibur, but what a performance by the Guelph Gryphons today.
You know what? And I don't want to take anything away from Guelph, right? They played their game plan to a T. Mm-hmm. Trent's guns did not show up. Trent's guns didn't show up today. Tate had a great first quarter, and then I think his mind went back to Panther City camp. Cam's been non-existent this game. He's taken one shot, 2 shots at most, right? That's not a Cameron Milligan game. Cam Milligan does not take 2 shots in a lacrosse game, and if he does, this is normally the result that's going to happen for his team, right? The kid's a pure goal scorer. Yeah. He's got to score goals for his teams to win.
It's a strange one. Now Whitty is preparing to throw the pass. He's just going to actually shoot. Oh,
that was cheeky. Like as a guy who I like to stir it up. Everybody knows I like to stir it up. That's a stir it up.
Yeah.
That is an absolute stir it up right there. That's a cheeky goal. I love every minute of it. Don't get me wrong. And you look at him. You know he's ripping that from
that shot.
Oh yeah. Like low, like posting in.
Through the double team, just puts it home.
Yeah.
Goal for the Guelph Gryphons, number 3. Thomas.
A little West Side Story celebration with the thumb snaps down by the side.
I must have missed that one. See, I'm throwing Slapshot references out, and you're throwing West Side Story.
Right?
Skeptical.
Ogilvy comes up with it, all kinds of pressure on him, runs
Yeah.
back over center, and just lobs it up into the air. And when he runs onto it, he's not going to shoot again, is he? Oh,
No,
he
God,
throws
no.
it back
No,
over his
no, no.
shoulder.
If he shot that again, I think
Yeah.
things might have got a little bit ugly.
Oh, Watson just before he's shoved out, tosses it back in. It is grabbed by Trent. Milligan rips it down. Oh, and it gets away just off the stick of his target. Ball won't roll out of play, and Guelph has no interest in even picking it up.
I wouldn't. No, just
No.
let it die. Give him your back. Get beyond the back call. Ice the puck, and then go on to the Bats Cup final.
There you go. Final 10 seconds.
He ices it.
And that ball is heading out pretty much the same height as the first shot in the penalty kicks in the soccer game we saw earlier.
Hey, but how about a game? Eh? Like
That was quite a game.
I'm not sure. I guarantee you that Western goalie is not watching this broadcast.
Right.
If anybody can get a message to the Western girls soccer goalie, congratulations, sweetheart. That was an absolute heck of a penalty shot. 2 saves that you made.
Meanwhile, now on the field, the Guelph Gryphons, and it was terrific.
You gotta
The
touch
Guelph
on
Gryphons are off to the Baggataway Cup final. What a game, what a performance by Guelph. Disappointment for the Excalibur. We're going to have the player of the game presentations in a moment. And again, 7 o'clock will be the start time. And that is almost exactly 1 hour from now.
What are you thinking for players of the game here? I know I'm very whippy biased, right? But if this is not Nolan shot, I'm calling for a recount. That kid just played the absolute game of his life. He shut down a NCAA caliber lacrosse player at 18 years old. Nolan shot, ladies and gentlemen, is Frick's player of the game.
I'm with you. I think that's going to be the option. And on the other side, I think it's got to be Curtis Romanchuk.
It's
That's my call.
either Romy or, they're going to go with Tate because of numbers. But again, if I'm picking it,
Yeah.
Romy did everything, man.
Yeah.
Romy's up and down the field. Romy's pushing pace on offense.
Yeah.
That kid absolutely dominated the dominated the loose ball game.
Yeah.
And look at this celebration by the boys in Guelph. Highway 6 is going to be a pumping tonight.
So, I mean, the West Division has been very strong all year, and now if Brock can pull this one off, we're going to have a West Division final.
West Division.
We've seen a few of those. We've seen some classic Brock Western games over the last few years. Commissioner Kevin Kaplan out on the field with the swag bags for the players of the game about to be announced. And I think we're right. I think it's going to be shot in Roman.
100% it has to be Nolan shot. You know, again, I'm going to hit this nail on the head as many times as I can until it's pounded home, right? Nolan shot had himself a day, ladies and gentlemen, and you can't ask for more from a kid like that.
This time we would like to ask the Trent Excalibur and the Guelph Gryphons to line up on the restraining lines for today's Player of the Game ceremony. We now invite Kufla Executive Mark Walker to the field to assist in handling our awards. The player of the game for the Guelph Gryphons is number 4, Nolan Schott.
Nolan shot, absolutely.
Yeah, there's no question there. I'm happy I don't have to call for a recount. There's absolutely no question here. I just want to throw out a quick plug to my buddy Brandon Sanderson. We have Nolan Schott here being presented with the player of the game, and we got a nice loony lifestyle long sleeves for him tonight to wear out. You know, Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, everybody knows Brandon Sanderson. Follow him on Instagram. Loony. His O's are at 22 because we all know his number's 22. Loony Lifestyles. Follow it on Instagram. Check him out on the socials.
Absolutely. And on the other side,
Player of the game
for the Trent Excalibur, it is Curtis Romanchuk.
Yeah, again, right? We got 2 big sticks that have the players of the game, so that's huge, right? But another guy who was just up and down the field. He did everything for these guys. If he could have scored more, I'm sure he would have, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, that's not his job. He did his job. You know, the guys from Trent, the big guns, the guys that got paid the big money, not all of them showed up today, and that's going to be their biggest takeaway from this afternoon.
So Guelph on to the final. They will take on
To seeing you at our next
the winner of the 7 p.m. game between the Brock Badgers and Bishop's Gators. Might be slightly after 7. They are going to give them, I believe, a full hour once the field is cleared. So we will see you in an hour back here on Lacrosse Sports Network for the Baggataway Cup 2021.